welcome back, guys. I got some big news. There's a couple of people in the comment section asking me about how they can break free from the stress and the rat race and worries and anxiety and fear and depression because of work. I believe that if you are single and you have the heart to serve the Lord, you will be comfortable and actually peaceful living alone. I would even say that for some of you who don't have a lot of income, I suggest, and I'm being serious here, guys, I suggest that you find a nearby ocean or a sea where you can go fishing and set up your tent and live there and see what that does, health wise, just getting sunlight outside and eating fish. And once in a while, you're gonna, especially for America and some countries that have these, I guess, organizations where they feed you the produce for free. You can find ways where you can eat at the church. There's so many places where you can eat, but I'm not even saying eat junk food. Whatever people give you, don't, eat instant ramen all day. I'm saying if you need to live outside indefinitely and you are in need, and please contact me too. I will help as best as I can. But I'm gonna give you guys a good advice. Make sure that you got your fishing gear. You got to learn how to fish. This is the number one way you're gonna maintain your life out in the nature, doing God's work, being peaceful, no worries, no stress, no payments. And if you learn to feed yourself, yeah, indefinitely you will have a stable tent or a car that you can live in. A lot of cars these days, especially, we have like Tesla and cars that you can sleep. I mean, that's amazing. If you can find a van or a car or even a tent and you got campfire at night, you got peace and all day with God, meditating, praying, breathing and enjoying. And you're not worried about your wife stressing you out about money and this and that. And you're eating well, healthy, you're active. You're always chasing kind of like wood and looking for wood. You have a big bag. Anytime you go take a hike, you're looking for wood. Any free wood you can get that will keep you nice and warm during the cold winter days, and you can always cook food with it. And if you have your supply, a lot of bums even have the basic things. Even in prison, people have basic things. You can get your rice, beans, and flour, sugar, and all that. And you can start cooking yourself. And, you can actually eat healthier that way. Fast for a few days, go on a journey. Um, like I said, being on the outdoors and just living like that for a few years, even if you're not homeless or you're not single, whatever your situation is, you need an axe, a fishing gear, a tent, and make sure that you get running water. There's a lot of places that are like a creek, fresh water you can get. If you can camp yourself around there, around the creeks, maybe a walking distance to the ocean, and trying to find like a bathroom, because it's everything modern these days. Even in the mountains and the creek area, everything is so humanized, where people kind of help. They got bathrooms. Find yourself, if you have a few bucks, I would recommend finding a hot tub, like a gym, and take a shower there and do your thing. But this world, I see people trapped. They're trapped in the cycle of just barely making anything and working all day. They're being worked like dogs, and they have nothing to show for. Everything goes to rent, everything goes to food. What is that, guys? That's basically you're a slave. The lowest slave, working yourself for somebody and barely having anything at the end of the month. And you've been working hard. You had the heart to provide for your family. We don't blame you, man. We understand the world system and the corruption that comes along with it. And so keep your head up. I'm encouraging you guys, if you guys need any help in these days, make sure that you're learning to breathe and pray. That's the first thing. You know, pray for material things that you need, maybe some food. Anybody can survive without worrying about starving. I guarantee you that. There's so much food going around, smart farms and outdoors, produce everywhere, wasting food. The food is your last concern. It's like, where are you gonna rest your head? Hey, if you have to live in a tent to be healthy and stress-free, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes we gotta make that decision. It's God first and then health second, before family. If your health is declining, if you're stressed and depressed and empty, and you have so many worries and the concerns of life, and your wife especially, the one who is supposed to support you and help you and love you and respect you, doesn't do that, I'm suggesting that, health is more important. Taking care of your mental health, instead of dying or living in hell, basically, all day tension in your that bad energy. Yeah, I'm not suggesting divorce, guys, but you gotta stand and tell her, hey, give her a warning. And if you're hospitalized and you're taking medications and you have all these problems, yeah, I don't think it's worth dying for. That's what I'm saying. But in most cases, you got to work out your relationship. Obviously, I'm a happily married father of two, got an 11-year-old and a 9-year-old girl, boy and a girl. And so, I have God, I have health, I have family. And don't make it your regret that you don't look to make your own family, because that's one of the most best things that you can do, to have kids and to love them, to hug them and to be there for them and to teach them and to see all their enjoyments in life, experiences. You don't want to miss that. I always advocate oxytocin. One of your brain chemicals is the love hormone. If you don't have a dog or a cat and you don't have a family, you're just alone, and you don't go to, like I said, a big meeting with a group of people that can encourage you and, you can be one with, then, yeah, you need to seek help, man. Because things are not really where it should be in America right now. got a lot of selfishness, greed, corruption, and like I said, people are working like dogs, or either they're just sick and tired of it. And suggesting doing what I'm saying is that you live out there and you can maintain yourself, you can feed yourself, and you can get your health back by having more time for God, doing God's work, and being around the nature, being free, eating good food, avoiding junk, man-made junk food, and see what that does. That's the formula of health. Stress-free, out in the nature, getting sunlight, spending time with God in prayer and meditation, right? Breathing. Breathing scientifically, you know what it is. You guys got to look up ChatGPT. I'm afraid a lot of people don't know about themselves. Know that you got to know yourself. And so, yeah, think about the best location, guys. If you are in need, because I had a question about this and I'm answering it here. Like I said, if you need help, reach out. And also, I'm suggesting that find a location that's perfect for running water, fishing, and near around the trees, man. That's it. Cook, collect wood, get an axe, and have a comfortable tent with a pillow and everything. You'll be straight, man. I guarantee you that. Be stress free. I pray that in the name of the Lord, that everybody here listening, that you have no stress, no worries and anxiety, and try to have freedom in God, in God, by focusing on Him right now. Actually, time for that breathing session, guys. Sit up, all the way up to your chest. Learn about your body, feel your heart. Continuously without breaking your rhythm. I see a lot of people not doing it as deep as I want you guys to, all the way up to your chest. Come on. I guarantee you, if you do this one time, believe me, you will feel it. Close your eyes and just follow. When you're breathing, feel God and see God. A couple more times. And then hold it. Just relax your shoulders and everything, your jaws, your face, your whole body. And give God this time. When was the last time you spent time with God like this? Just you and God. I want you to feel your body. Just observe your body. Feel that sensation in your body. And especially in your heart. You can let go of your breath anytime. After you do that, do some good deep breathing, and then feel how good that is. And be thankful for everything. And this is the secret, guys. Giving thanks at all times, unceasingly praying, walking in the Spirit, living one with God, abiding in the Holy Spirit, following and being obedient. This is not dead works, guys. This is the inner life that most Calvinist systems teach. You gotta stay away from that. All the fruits you see, looking like the world, unable to control yourselves, having no self-control, having anger and all this, the negative fruits, not having joy, not spending time, don't know how to meditate, don't know how to breathe, don't know how to pray, don't know how to listen and pray, don't know about your body. I mean, come on, this is serious, guys. You guys don't know about God and yourself. You're seeking dopamine phone all day. Sorry to say, going on this ramble again. But, I mean, that's what I see. I gotta correct you guys gently, right? I'm not yelling at you. I'm just telling you that this is the reality of 2026. I pray that God answers your prayer. Pray for your health, taking care of your body, mind, and spirit. Like I said today, we're focusing on stress-free. If somebody gives you a lot of stress, turmoil, a thorn, and just keeps bugging you, keeps putting that negative energy, negative thoughts just all day, you got to get it out. You got to go out there, trusting God. It's not worth, family doesn't come first. That's what the Bible says. It's not your mother or father first. It's God first. And if they're hindering you, putting a stumbling block, demonizing you, having that warfare, spiritual warfare attacking you, I suggest, my suggestion is either you correct them or they change. It's like a tug of war. It's one way or the other. You pull them to yourself, love them. Of course, your wife is gonna want money. Figure out, a ways to get money, bro. You're not... I don't want to be harsh here, guys, but there's ways to make money. Figure out a way to make money. Work not so much where you're just grinding and being obsessed with money, but figure it out. You don't need a lot of money. Like I said, food is free. Food is free. Go to a boat fishing, ask some old man and say, hey, let me go ride with you. And then you come back home with the year's worth of frozen fish that you can put inside your freezer. Plant some tomatoes, guys. It's not that hard. Plant some food that you can eat. Figure out ways you can, take advantage of the programs. They give out free food all over your city. Food, if you're paying a lot of money for food just to work all day, breaking your back, I mean, that's not smart, is it? You have no money at the end of the month. You got to get out of that trap. And at least you can be free, outside. One with God and one with nature. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. That's the best life, guys. Having nothing is the best life. Understand that. Having so many things and so many payments and this and that, people always attacking you, being around negative people, demonic people will really eventually choke you out. And that's what their plan is to get rid of you. You got to stand up to that and see it how it is and confront and correct. And if you need to leave for a month or so, so be it. Come back more lovely, more loving, more Christ-like, more godly, and then, figure out a plan to support your family, because that's what God wants. I'm not saying you just leave your family, do whatever you want. At most situations, you got to stick around and provide and have your freedom. Have your freedom to explore. Like I said, if your wife doesn't like camping and all that outdoor stuff, you go out there for a week. I'm telling you. But you got to always balance out your kids too, because for me, the reason why I quit my public school job in Korea was to spend time with my kids. And I did that for 11 years. And with no regrets. I always hug them, kiss them, tell them I love them, go everywhere with them. We went to America, Hawaii, many countries, going on vacations. I'm not trying to show off here either. I'm saving my money to do these things every 2 years, okay? And I'm talking about the last 10 years. I'm very thankful that I had this time with my family. And that's the number one thing as a father. Being a father, ooh, yeah, I love being a father to my kids, cooking them food, Mexican food. That's my specialty. And one day open up a Mexican restaurant and make a franchise, hopefully. But yeah, being a father, man. If you don't have kids, and I'm sorry to tell you how good this is. I don't want you to be envious or jealous, but you did miss out because of your probably selfishness and money and materialism and, just seeking pleasures in life. My cousin, he was a gambler, always going to Las Vegas, always gambling. And, he never had kids, even though he was married. But that was his joy of life. That's what he wanted to do with all the goods and the bads. A lot of bads, too, with that lifestyle. And there's other people that want to flick stones, play pool all day in a room, master their craft. And so they don't want any distractions. They want to be the best and the master at, stone throwing. You know how ridiculous that sounds, guys, right? Playing video game all day. Anyways, I gotta go now. But hey, all those people out there, I'm feeling you guys. I love you and I want to really help you. So do reach out in the comment section. Open chat. If you want to have a session with me anytime, you can ask and I will promise you a time. It's that simple. And I pray that your situation gets better. Don't feel so bad about your current situation financially and your health-wise. Let's try to improve and get better. All right. I'm looking at a couple of comment section here.